Who's this guy? Who's this?
I don't know.
Was he here before you?
Yeah.
Who is this guy? Where is he? I'm trying to find who that is first.
He's in the other side.
He is?
Yeah.
And this one? See nobody in here either. There's nobody in here either.
Is he in here?
No. How's it going? Oh, are you the interior painter?
I am.
Oh, okay. I didn't know who was here. I had to come and see. All right, cool. Well, good to see you here. You by yourself?
Yep.
Oh, you're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, a little bit.
There's a lot of doors. Okay. Yes, the doors are getting painted.
You fit, right?
Of course we fit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wash everything, but I'm not gonna wash this out because I don't want all this salt in the car wash and to irritate these people. Leave that alone. I'm not washing up there.
Time runs out?
What?
You think we should wait until the time runs out? Unless he goes, you know, for us to...
Oh, for the credit card? Yeah, you're right, actually. I'll go over and check our rebar, see what it looks like. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm gonna use 3/8. It's not too bad. Yeah, I'll just use that. We gotta wire wheel it all anyway before I put a clear coat on it. We're just gonna leave it in the natural steel color. So that's what we'll do. We got all the rebar we need. Make sure the ends are perfectly lined up too. You gotta be cut all the exact same length, or at least really close. Cut them 6'6", so you'll get 3 out of each 20-foot length. If you go 6'6". All right, that's 2 tacked together and a lot to go. Just to make sure it doesn't get bent. All right, that should be good. I know it looks ugly now, rusty rebar, but I think when it's done, I know when it's done, it's gonna look really good. You just keep it real flat to the table and keep it pushed up against the next one. Should be good. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Got the first 1.5 inches, 30.5 to go. Hopefully this thing will go now. I've been fighting with this thing for like 10 minutes. Got all tangled up in there from when we moved it. You know, the spool was probably spinning backwards inside there for a long time when we were traveling from the old winter shop to here. But I'm pretty sure I got it now. No way, it stopped.
Is this mixed back gas?
Yes. Yeah, if you're ever unsure, just pour a little out and look at the color.
Oh, look at the color. It's kind of like greenish bluish.
Greenish blue means there's oil in it. If it's crystal clear, it doesn't have any oil in it. That's how you know. Ray cut all these too short. Hey, Ray! You cut a whole stack too short! Look at this whole stack. And look at this whole stack. This is the other piece of them. Look how long these are.
Man, that's horrible. I don't know how that happened.
You cut them 5'6" instead of 6'6", obviously.
Yeah, I made a mistake. Sorry, Ryan.
Oh.
Well, we can still use those, man.
What, for concrete?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take them back.
Oh, Ray. You cut all these like really long again.
No, stop, man. I double checked it, Ryan.
You better check.
I'm checking. Double checking. Triple checking.
That's a good idea. I'm not even gonna use those super dirty ones, man.
Well,
Not
I count the dirty ones with it, so.
well, unless I have to. I mean, I still can. I just don't want to. What I was thinking is if I can figure it out. I was gonna make the tabletop and I was gonna pour clear epoxy over it. So it looks like glass, and then you can see the rebar underneath.
You think that holds up?
Oh, it'll hold up. The only thing I'm really worried about is the rust on the rebar. Pop the epoxy off. There's some stuff you can spray on rust that stops the reaction, but I feel like it's still a risk. But I think with the epoxy it would be super awesome. But I'd have to figure out how to contain the epoxy. That's the only thing. I'd have to build a wood frame underneath it. Yeah, so underneath.
I thought you were abandoning this thought.
Huh?
I thought you were abandoning this thought. Because I remember we were in there, you were like, you know what, I asked to, maybe not. I remember you just said that.
I can't abandon this thought. It's awesome though. You can go, Ray. I'm just gonna keep welding this. Just be in tomorrow at 8.
I'm gonna steal this.
Steal what? What? You're taking the game?
I'll bring it back if you guys want it back. Oh, my kids are gonna play with it.
Oh, well you better bring it back, man.
I'll bring it back.
That was a gift to Victory, not a gift to Big Ray.
I'll bring it back. I might just make me one stuff too.
So you're gonna play with your kids, so
No,
finally you might beat somebody. Go ahead. I should make one out of steel. That would be really awesome. All right, see you tomorrow. I've kind of been thinking as I've been welding these sticks on, and I really want to play with epoxy. I've never messed with it before, but it looks awesome. I see guys pouring tables and stuff like that. Never really over steel, over wood, so maybe I'll go that route. I do want to mess with that epoxy though. It looks super cool, super fun to mess around with. It's just the rusty rebar. I just think it might be a really bad idea, because if I make this whole thing, then I pour the epoxy and then epoxy starts chipping off, I basically have a junk table with a lot of hours into it. If you're wondering about these, they're zigzag. It doesn't make any difference. This is the bottom of the table. You're never gonna see this part. You won't see any welds on the top. And these, I'm gonna weld more substantial weld on each one of these. This is just to hold it together for now until I get the whole thing as one piece. Then I'll go back and I'll extend each one of these welds. I don't really know anybody that does epoxy, so I don't have anybody to ask except for you guys, and by the time you guys see this, it'll be all done. Seems like whatever I say, you guys have the answer to. But unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't come in time. I have one stick to put on, and then we're done with this part. Last one. I've been thinking about this thing the whole time I've been welding, and I just don't know what to do with it. No, come on. Last stick. Don't mess with me now. Yeah, I just don't know. I keep going back and forth between trying epoxy, a glass top, or even just leaving it raw, which would be pretty cool too. So I don't know. I just don't know. I am done for today. So I started putting one skirt on this side. I started welding. I welded this all the way across. So this will all get chopped off right here. We'll cut that off flush tomorrow. I got a lot of welding to do. All these need to be finished all the way across. You know, with rebar, that's all that's holding it is the weld that's on the bottom. It's kind of unique that way. It's not like plate steel. Gotta weld all that, put the skirts all the way around. It's just super, super time consuming. I've been here for hours and hours just getting it to that point. So, but it's good so far. I'm still thinking about how I'm gonna put the legs on. If I just weld them on, I want the whole thing to be rebar. I don't want any, brackets or any plain steel visible at all. So if I do brackets, I'm gonna have to make the skirts a little higher, maybe like 2 or 3 more rebar high, so I can hide the brackets back here so they won't be visible for the legs. So the internet guy was just here, and I don't know. He's like, I don't know if we can do that, and I don't know if we can do that. So he's coming tomorrow at 10, or somebody's coming tomorrow at 10. I told him I will be here, and if you have any problems, I will fix the problems. So just show up and we'll get it done. So it didn't seem like he even wanted to work on it, but we're gonna get internet tomorrow. Hopefully I'm gonna just get this top welded. That would be a victory right there.